Alright, everybody, Mesomat back here with another forecast for you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, as always, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video, comment if you have any questions. We're going to go ahead and run into this very quickly here. We got a lot going on with the weather. We have ongoing severe weather now. I will be live on TikTok the next couple of days throughout the next week covering severe weather, so make sure you guys are on there to watch that if you're new on here. But as of right now, we'll go ahead and talk about this real quick. We have a severe weather risk ongoing as we speak into tonight. Today, here in the Central Plains, we have severe weather warnings for damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour along a dry line cold front from central and southern Nebraska all the way down to northern Kansas. This will extend into Oklahoma over the next couple of hours as storms develop, so make sure you guys are heads up in these areas today. This goes into our topic of today's risk zone, and we have a marginal and a slight risk of severe weather today for Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, all the way down here to the Texas line. A slight risk of severe weather here in the yellow shading as well for north central Kansas and south central in central Nebraska. This is going to be led by a large hail threat, a damaging wind threat up to 75 miles an hour in the slight risk area here in Nebraska, and a tornado risk as well in central Nebraska. We have a 5 and a 2% tornado risk as well, so make sure you guys have a way to get weather warnings on your phones. Like I said, we'll be covering this on the live stream more here soon, but if you're tuning in on YouTube, like I said here, you know, this will, depending on when you watch this, this will probably either be over with or ongoing as we speak, like I said, at this point. What does this look like on the next couple of hours through the afternoon here? Well, we'll talk about that here. If we go and we look at our 18Z model run, we can already see the showers and the storms that are going to be developing ongoing. We can see more of like a dry line, kind of comma-shaped line that develops here and goes east into the Central Plains tonight, and then the overnight hours it breaks apart as it goes into Missouri, Iowa, down into Arkansas, northeast and central Oklahoma. This should be sub-severe by 10, 11 midnight tonight. You know, maybe have some straggler storms for some wind, but it's tomorrow that we get into Sunday. We have another severe weather risk on Sunday as well here, and this is going to be a marginal low-end level 1 risk out of 5 from southern Illinois, southwestern Indiana into western Kentucky, western Tennessee, southeast and northeast Arkansas, north central in northwestern Mississippi, and into central and northeastern Louisiana. This is driven by a tornado, wind, and hail threat, all kind of the same modes here in this little sliver here. This, once again, comma-shaped line. We're going to see our cold front extend down with our low spinning up north. These are going to be afternoon supercells that develop thunderstorms as well. These will have the best chance, I think, up here towards the Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky line of producing a damaging wind and tornado risk. We'll have to watch for these little spin-ups here potentially through, you know, 2, 6, and 7, and 8 p.m., and then those storms are off to the races and gone. So we'll see a couple straggler storms down here toward the Mississippi line, Louisiana, and Arkansas line later on this afternoon, or later on tomorrow afternoon, and then that storm threat should be done. So tomorrow is more of a low-end threat day. This could get upgraded to a slight. If it does, we will go live for it. We'll be live today for a couple hours. We'll be live possibly tomorrow, and then as we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, we have a multi-day severe weather event, and that is going to start on Monday. Pull up the day 3 risk zone here for everybody to see. This is going to be driven on Monday by large hail. You can see in the green shading here from Oklahoma City to almost all of Arkansas into southern Missouri, western Tennessee, western Mississippi, down here into the Corpus Christi or north of Corpus Christi, Texas, into Lubbock and Midland area. This is all going to be driven by hail. And a little bit of wind. The tornado risk tomorrow is very minimal, at least as of right now. It doesn't really pick up until we get closer to the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame. But the slight risk here, this level 2 risk in the yellow shading here for Dallas, Fort Worth, McKinney, Abilene, Killeen, Waco, Austin, San Antonio, New Braunfels, Houston area, Shreveport, Tyler, Longview area here. This is all a hatched hail threat, at least so from what I've seen. Large to very large hail up to 2+ inches in diameter will be possible. In the yellow shaded areas, a damaging wind threat up to 70 miles an hour as well, maybe an isolated tornado as well. We'll have the timing on this in tomorrow's video when the Triple HR model run kicks in. We're not done after that, though, guys. We have another day 4 risk as well in the exact same areas, except it extends just a little bit further south and a little bit further east into Louisiana. And this is all going to be driven by hail, wind, and tornadoes as well. All modes of severe weather will be possible on Monday. We'll give more of an update as we get closer to the timing of these events. And then as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, or that was Tuesday's forecast. As we go into Wednesday's forecast, we have another slight risk for East Texas, Southern Arkansas, most of all of Mississippi, Western Alabama, and the whole state of Mississippi. And there is a possibility we could get a small, maybe enhanced risk somewhere in here, level 3 out of 5, possibly. Some of the learning models are showing that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday. We'll have to watch for that. If that gets upgraded, we clearly will be live. We'll be live for this each day this week on TikTok as it is in general. We'll be watching for that. We'll have the timing on this as we get closer to this event as well, but be aware here in the Gulf states, a lot of heavy rainfall is going to be possible, all modes of severe weather as well. Once we get into Thursday, this system gets a lot closer to the East Coast, and that is going to bring up our day 6 risk, where that was issued by the SPC Storm Prediction Center last night. We have a level 2 risk of severe weather in the panhandle of Florida, North Florida as well, southern and central Georgia, south of Atlanta area, South Carolina in this as well. This is just a slight risk, so the marginal risk would probably kind of come something out like this as well. We'll watch for this once this gets updated sooner as well. Could see some critiques in that forecast as we get closer to that event, but multiple days of severe weather are going to be possible over the next couple of days, and we're really going to have to watch this. Like I said, we will be live each day for this on TikTok, so make sure you guys, if you're new on the YouTube channel, that you subscribe, and you are not subscribed, that you follow and make notifications on for that as well as we get closer to that event. We're going to talk about what this looks like on the European run, and this is our latest European run as of noon today, 1 Eastern time. You can see our dip in the jet stream here. This is where our storm system is currently at right now, bringing us the severe weather for the Central Plains and the Ohio Valley and the Ozarks tomorrow. This is a completely different system than what's going to come in on Monday. You can actually see our system really starts to kind of fall apart as we get through tomorrow. There's our next dip in the jet stream right there. Our southwesterly winds with our El Nino jet stream is going to kick in on Monday, and we are going to see a very strong southwesterly flow right develop here between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right over top of Texas and into East Texas, South Central area. This is going to be the area to watch over the next 3 to 4 days as we go throughout next week. For severe weather, all modes possible, more of a damaging wind threat as of right now and a hail threat than a tornado risk from what I see. And then we get to Thursday, and this is what I want to stop and wait and see what happens. If we got a strengthening low, this is going to be a negatively tilted low once it moves into Thursday. I think our tornado risk is a little bit higher down here into the Mississippi, or not Mississippi, but the Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina area. We're going to have to watch that Thursday day very, very closely with that storm is maximized basically strength-wise as we go throughout the afternoon heating process. Maybe a bigger tornado risk on Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday night into Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. We're going to watch that very, very closely. And if we talk about that low-level jet, this is our 850 millibar winds height. This is in the lowest levels of the atmosphere, basically about a mile up. We are going to watch for a low-level jet to kick in. A little bit of a low-level jet present up there toward the low. That's the forcing mechanism with the storm system that'll be coming through today and tomorrow. We need to watch tomorrow. A little sliver of some southwesterly winds could rotate any supercells that could develop tomorrow into Sunday. We might chase tomorrow. We'll kind of see how the setup goes, just depending on what the weather models do with it. We'll just kind of see here in Kentucky what happens. And then as we go into Monday, really not looking at a low-level jet present until about Monday night into Tuesday. That tornado risk really not going to start to ramp up until Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Watching, like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday here, that low strengthens, and as we go throughout Thursday, right around Thursday afternoon, we got a low-level jet kicking in around 70 knots. So I think over here towards the Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina line, those are the days, I think, in my opinion, as of right now, that would have the biggest tornado risk. We'll kind of see what that does. And then going forward past that point, we could see another storm system come in later the next week. So that's something we're also going to have to watch as well for more severe weather next week. What does this look like on the futurecast? Well, we'll talk about this as well. You can see our low over the Central Plains, that dry line moving east, that cold front will be attached to it. It's really as we get into Monday, this is a little bit different than what we typically see. We're going to have a low, like I said, it's kind of stalled out with a southwesterly flow, bringing dew points and instability up out of the Gulf. Widespread showers and thunderstorms, severe weather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is really not going to change at all over this week. We could be looking at a potential MCS squall line, damaging wind event developing on Tuesday, Wednesday night into Thursday, and then we get more of a scattered severe weather threat potentially on Thursday. So multiple days of severe weather. Make sure you guys have your alerts on your phones, a way to get weather warnings as this system comes in this week. It's going to be a very, very long week, multiple days of live streaming severe weather to watch out for this. Another thing as well that we're going to be watching out for is the instability. Instability is what you need for severe weather. It's like putting gasoline into a car, except you're fueling thunderstorms with this. So as we go throughout today and tomorrow, we'll see a little bit of slight instability there. It's really as we get into Monday, very, very strong instability coming out of the Gulf of Mexico and into the Gulf states, moving into Louisiana, into the Mississippi, Alabama area, and up into the South Carolina and Georgia area on Thursday night and into Friday. So a lot of severe weather to talk about. And then as we get into the following week, we could see more severe weather pop up as well as we get closer to this more of a El Nino switch over to La Nina pattern, and also going to be transitioning to those warmer temperatures as well. Another thing as well, let's talk about that solar eclipse forecast. I know that's what a lot of people want to see going on here. And as we go on with the latest NWS blend. I like to show this more than any of the other things because it shows a blend of all the models together. Some models still show a lot of cloud cover, some show not. But as we go, as of right now, it looks to be right now a blend of the models is starting to show a little wave of cloud cover moving in closer to the Ohio Valley. So it looks to be, if you're in Illinois, Indiana right now, maybe Western Kentucky, down here in Arkansas, there's going to be a little sliver here, potentially, of some cloud cover that we're going to have, or less cloud cover that could help keep the viewing area there. But it looks to be widespread cloud cover up here for the partial eclipse in the northern plains. Texas, Louisiana down there, totality, it looks to be a complete disaster for you guys. Up here into the Carolinas and into the Appalachian areas, cloud cover as well. So the cloud cover becoming more and more of a concern as we go throughout the next couple of days. We're going to have to watch this in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow will be a final updated video for you guys on this. We will be out in Indiana for this event on Monday. So tomorrow will be my last forecast for you guys as far as the cloud cover goes. Just make sure if you see these numbers going up here and you're in the blue or the gray shading, you know, there's a pretty decent chance you're going to have some cloud cover with this. And as we go into the Ohio Valley, it looks to be the best spot as of right now for this forecast. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe this video. I'm going to go post on TikTok, get live streaming on TikTok. We'll see you guys here in tomorrow's video. The last video for tomorrow, we'll have live stream coverage starting on Monday on TikTok as well. But appreciate you guys for watching this. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will see everybody later.